Hey guys, it's Chase. Welcome back to the shop. I hope at least two of you enjoyed the last video about how I built my shop. If you haven't seen it, check it out here. That should work. If not, I want to show you a project that I've had for a while that I have not been able to show off. Behind me is my Project 240 SX. It is a S13. It's a 93, I think, or 92. I forget. It's a 92 or 93 S13 240 SX. It is a complete-ish, I know it doesn't look like it, it's a complete-ish car that I bought with an LS motor in it. It's got a LS 5.3 out of a truck that is over here. This is pretty much why I bought it. This was sitting in the car. It was not wired. Didn't have a transmission, but it was in the car, and it had the LS intake, and it had the car accessories, and it had the LS specific motor mounts, the 240 specific motor mounts, and what I believe is a modified GTO pan, modified to clear the crossmember of a 240. So it came with this LS motor, with a couple of the annoying things already figured out, so that's kind of why I was interested in it. But let's get it down, let's get it down off the lift a little bit so we can look at it. Let's see. I gotta bump it to. That's right. I haven't run power yet, so let me just fire up my generator. Hold, please. See, that wasn't a pain in the butt at all. Yeah, so literally until I run power, I have this, I have my lift connected to my generator, which works well enough. It's better than having no lift. But whenever I need to move the, lift up and down, I do have to fire up the generator. Again, not a huge deal, but a little annoying. Better than the alternative though. So yeah, 240 project. What is it right now? Right now it's a roller. It has no engine or transmission or doors or fenders or hood, but I put that off. So I've stripped back the bay for painting. I am actually trying to paint the engine bay. I've got most of my coats of paint on. I need to do a clear coat. Let's get you a little more light. There you go. So yeah, the bay is mostly painted. I'm just gonna add some clear and be done. It rolls, it's got AST suspension and some unknown springs on it. I pulled the doors off to do the jams and to kind of paint everything. I painted like the front third of the car, try to do it correctly, mask everything off and paint the front end. Let's see, what is it? I have a modified crossmember under there. I had notched the crossmember a little bit. I'll show it to you later, but it's notched a little bit to clear the oil pan, even though the oil pan was already close enough for the previous owner, not close enough for me, or too close actually, if you want to be pedantic, too close for me. So I notched the subframe a little bit to clear the LS motor. What else? It's mostly stock otherwise. Came with no seats, so I've got some China Bay special seats in there. I've got the skirt lever there. The dash came out because it wasn't attached whatsoever, and there's going to be a lot of wiring to do to run the LS motor. Really, there's going to be wiring to have a proper functioning dash. Getting the LS motor to run isn't that difficult in itself, I say, before I've even attempted it. Back here, all pretty normal. It's got dual Z32 calipers. I think the top one is the foot brake, bottom one is the hydro e-brake. It's clean-ish for a 240 at least. A little bit of surface rust there, but the body that's attached to the car still is fairly straight considering it's a 240. A little bit of rust there. Top of the roof isn't too bad. Hatch isn't too bad. Underneath the car is all pretty standard, pretty stock. Again, other than some AST bits in there and the dual caliper setup. It's already been converted to 5-lug, which is nice, which means I get to use the wheels off the old Mitsubishi truck, which is something. What am I going to do with it? Honestly, I'd like this to be mostly a street car. It's a 240, so it'll likely get some drifty bits, like, it already has the e-brake, maybe some high steering angle stuff in the future, but really it's mostly going to be a street car. I want to be able to drive this on the street. I want to be able to cruise. I want to be able to go rip around and have fun with my friends. And ever since I drove, one of my friends has one of the Cobra replica cars, and it was like my first time driving like a lightweight V8 car with a manual, and that was a very cool experience. I know this is nowhere near the same thing, but the V8 cars and the V8 motors and lightweight cars with a nice manual transmission is a cool, fun feeling that I've not been able to replicate anywhere else. So that's the plan with this. It's going to get a CD009 transmission out of a 350Z or 370Z. I've got the Siki adapter kit. It's around here somewhere. I don't think it's out here yet. I've got the adapter kit to bolt the CD09 to the LS motor, and at least I've got a Nissan transmission in my bastardized American motor Nissan transmission Nissan car. Sorry guys. Just based on the fact that T56s are hard to find, they're expensive, and they apparently don't shift all that well. I know some people will disagree with me. In my research, I found that I think the CD09 is going to be best for me. But yeah, that's a very small, short little intro to that project. Hopefully something becomes of it. Hopefully I can do some good work on it now that I have a kind of nice workstation and a lift. I am very excited to get going on it, and got a whole list of things, but currently I can't think of what the next step is. Probably to start assembling the drivetrain, which would be put the Siki adapter, the transmission adapter, on the LS. And you should see that in the next video, hopefully. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you soon.